You just finished a cold one. It was crisp, refreshing, and now it's empty. So, what happens next? You're probably thinking about tossing it in the recycling bin. And you're not wrong, but you're also not entirely right. Because in 2026, throwing this bottle away isn't just a waste. It's practically a crime against the circular economy. The game has completely changed. In fact, a staggering 90% of the new glass bottles being made this year started their life as one of these, made from what's called cullet or crushed recycled glass. So before you even think about touching that bin, you need to see this. What you do with this bottle in the next 5 minutes could determine if it becomes a shiny new bottle tomorrow or just sharp, useless junk in a landfill. Stick atoms. So, let's talk about the chemistry of the clink. Why does the journey of this bottle depend so much on what it is made of and what it is mixed with? First up, color. Not all glass is created equal. This brown or amber bottle is the gold standard for beer. It's not just for looks. It's a tiny superhero filtering out 99% of the damaging UV light that can ruin your brew. More importantly, it's incredibly easy to recycle back into more brown bottles. A perfect closed loop. Now, what about green and clear bottles? They're fine too, but here's the crucial part. They can't be mixed. Melting green glass with clear glass results in a weird, off-color batch that no one wants. That's why sorting is so vital. But the real enemy, the villain in our story, is contamination. It's the one thing that can derail the entire recycling process. We're talking about things that look like glass, but are chemically different. Think Pyrex, cookware, old light bulbs, or even window panes. And the absolute worst, offender, ceramics. A single tiny piece of a ceramic bottle cap can survive the melting process and create a weak spot, causing thousands of new bottles to shatter. One little mistake can ruin an entire ton of perfectly good recycled glass. So, keep that stuff out of your recycling at all costs. Okay, now that we know what not to do, let us talk about the smartest way to do it right in 2026. Forget the old days of tossing everything into one big curbside bin and hoping for the best. Most major cities have now rolled out something called a digital deposit return scheme, or DRS. It's a complete instead of just being a nice thing to do, recycling your bottle now puts money directly back in your pocket. Here's how it works. See this little QR code on the label? You just scan it with a simple app on your phone. The app logs the bottle, and then you take it to a reverse vending machine, or RVM, which you can find at almost any grocery store or civic center. Pop the bottle in, the machine confirms the deposit, and boom. 10 cents gets instantly added to your digital wallet. You can cash it out or use it for your next grocery run. The beauty of this system is that it keeps the glass pure. Single-stream curbside bins are notorious for breaking glass and mixing it with paper, plastic, and food waste, making it almost impossible to recycle properly. The RVMs keep everything clean, sorted,
and ready for its next life.
So, we've talked about the how, but what about the why? Is all this effort really worth it? Let's do the energy math. Recycling just one of these glass bottles saves enough energy to power a 100-watt LED light bulb for 10 hours straight. Think about that.
The six-pack you finished last night could light up a room for 2.5 days.
But how? It all comes down to the furnace factor to make brand new glass. You have to mine raw materials like sand and soda ash and then heat them to an insanely high temperature, around 2,800 degrees Fahrenheit. But when you use recycled cullet, you're starting with material that's already been glassed once before. It melts at a much lower temperature. This slashes energy consumption by about 30% for every single bottle. And here is the really cool 2026 trend. The newest glass plants are now powered by green hydrogen furnaces. This technology eliminates the fossil fuels that were traditionally used to fire the furnaces, making the entire recycling process incredibly clean from start to finish. It's not just saving energy, it's saving the planet, one bottle at a time. Now, recycling is great, but in 2026, we're leveling up. What's even better than recycling? Reusing. Welcome to the rise of the refillable bottle. For the past few decades, we've been stuck in a single-use mindset, but now, many breweries are looking back to a smarter, older system. The milkman model. Instead of designing bottles to be used once and then crushed, they're creating standardized, durable bottles designed to be returned. Professionally washed and refilled up to 30 times. Only after its long and useful life does the bottle finally get melted down to become cullets. It's a massive win for efficiency and the environment. So here, as your 2026 pro tip, start looking for the refillable logo on your beer labels. When you see it, that bottle doesn't go into the RVM for its 10-cent deposit. These usually have their own dedicated return bins at the brewery or participating stores, ready to be sent back for a wash and another round. It's the ultimate form of a circular economy. All right, let's bring it all home with a quick-fire bin check. What have we learned? First, when you finish a bottle, give it a quick empty and rinse. No one wants your leftover beer. Second, if your local system still requires it, keep your colors separate. Brown with brown, green with green. Third, and most importantly for 2026, embrace the new tech. Use that deposit return app and reverse vending machines. It's the best way to guarantee your bottle gets recycled properly. And finally, keep an eye out for those refillable bottles there, the real MVPs. Your beer bottle has a soul, or at least a very long potential lifespan. Don't send it to an early grave in a landfill. Give it a second life for a third or a 30th. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.